Hello, everybody. I'm Jonathan Coachman, and this is Super Bowl Sunday on EA Sports. Up next, we've got what should be a great matchup between the New England Patriots and the Los Angeles Rams. Kickoff now just moments away. It is finally time to crown a champion, as I'll hand it over to the two men who will call the action, Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
Alongside my good friend Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. We are honored to be here for the biggest spectacle in sports, the Super Bowl. Are you ready, partner?
I am more than ready, and I love the word you used, honored, because it is an honor to be here. It's a privilege to be here. My excitement is just about to burst through the booth. I can't wait to do this.
Well, and sitting with both of these teams and talking in the meetings and media day and all the hoopla that goes into this, there was one common theme. They're ready to stop the talking and start playing football.
Yeah, they were probably ready a while ago. Now they can just focus on it. It's done. The only talking they have to worry about now is post-game, and they hope that they'll be talking as the winning team.
And we'll see. You know, both sides come in with a game plan to start. We'll see how the adjustments are made throughout, because there are always adjustments in this game.
I want to see if they come out conservative, trying to minimize errors, or if they have enough confidence to attack early and try and take advantage of the other team's nervousness.
Years after Joe Namath and the guarantee, we are underway in Super Bowl 53. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards, as he'll get this only back to the 20. So here come the Patriots to take over on offense. They're led out by a man who started more Super Bowls than anyone in NFL history, the great Tom Brady.
I can't help but admire the career Tom Brady has had. The numbers are off the charts. The Super Bowl championships and rings, we know that they are incredible. But how about the durability? Had one season that he missed, most of that season because of a knee injury. The rest of the time, he answers the bell and wills his team to victory more times than not. And we keep hearing from people who are waiting to see the drop-off in his play. I'd quit worrying about it. I'd quit looking for it. He says he wants to play until he's 45. Is there any reason to doubt him? His skills have shown no sign of declining.
They go play action here on first down. And his first pass here is going to fall incomplete. Looking for his all-pro tight end, Rob Gronkowski. And now it's second down. Now let's give you a look here at the New England offense.
Let's be honest about everyone in the NFL competes, but Julian Edelman, he really competes. Transitioned from a college quarterback to a slot receiver in the NFL, and he thinks that no one can cover him just by sheer force of will.
They'll try again from the 20 on 2nd and 10.
20.
A play fake for Burkhead. Now Brady. His throw incomplete. Unable to get it to Gronkowski that time. And it'll bring up third down. And the big meat on the D-line, we'll see how they do today.
And I'd hate to be an offensive lineman having to deal with these guys. They come in hungry, mean, and confident. They think that no one can block them.
So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive.
20. By 20. Go!
Working from the gun, it's Brady. And he hits his man, Matthews. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A good pickup there, a 22. They'll run it here. This is James White. And he's going to bull his way forward to the 48. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. So they get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue. Couple of nice carries back-to-back here, establishing the ground game a bit.
Yeah, these aren't bare-bones runs now. I mean, they're getting substantial yardage, the kind of yards you're looking for, right? Let's go ahead and use a cliche. Stay ahead of the change, right? 5 or more yards each time. That's what you're looking for in setting a tone and getting your offensive line going.
Good sign on the opening drive. So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 46. A first carry now for Rex Burkhead. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. Only a gain of a yard there, but it indeed gets him a new set of downs.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the 1st down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the 1st down. That's exactly what they did.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Brady now on 1st down. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. Brady's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Brady. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Well, it certainly appears that they're going to try and keep getting him the football. It's the 3rd time they've looked in his direction. Unfortunately, haven't completed one yet, but I'm not sure they're going to shy away from it. They feel like they've got something there, and they want to capitalize on it.
I think you're right. We're only in the 1st quarter, so a lot of opportunities ahead.
By 20! By 20!
Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. Looking for Gronkowski, and he's got him complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 18 yards on his first catch of the game. It's a 1st down. And I put my first tally mark next to the Brady to Gronk counter here.
I think it may be the first of many because once they get going, look out. Things tend to snowball. Tom Brady trusts Gronk as much as any receiver I think he's thrown to in his career, and it's evident when you see that.
Saying something.
That's saying something right there, but he's earned it.
The Patriots into the red zone for the first time. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 17. Into the red zone, it's Brady. Fights free at the 5. His throw caught at about the 5. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a 1st down.
His passing's been on point on this drive, hasn't it? Been very accurate, gotten the ball downfield, gained nice chunks of yardage. But now, in this situation, the field is really condensed, partner. So if he's going to throw the football, that have to be pinpoint here.
I was going to ask you about that. Field shrinks, has to be sharper, but it's been a good opening drive so far.
Now they just want to see if they can cap it off with the bell ringer and put it in the end zone.
A chance for the first score of this Super Bowl. Here's 1st and goal. Now Brady again. And caught by Hogan for a Patriot touchdown. With the first touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Patriots drive right down the field and score on the opening drive.
Brandon, this is the Super Bowl. A touchdown scored in any game is big. In this one, it's massive.
Now Stephen Gostkowski on for the extra point. Gostkowski with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. So that drive, 12 plays in length, and it's finished off by a Pats touchdown. Gostkowski now out to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So out come the Rams now for their first possession. They'll be led out by their quarterback, the guy out of California, the former Cal Bear, Jared Goff.
There's a toughness about Jared Goff that maybe he doesn't get enough credit for. His freshman year at Cal, team went 1-11. His rookie year with the Rams, he was 0-7 as a starter. Undaunted in either case, and has come back each and every time to flash the ability that made him the #1 overall pick in the draft when he came out of Cal.
Goff will lead the Rams up here 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Now the first carry here for Todd Gurley. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Devin McCourty brings him down. And the Buffet boys, the O-line, hopefully they're ready today.
Listen, you got to feed them first. But if you do, you usually get a great product out on the field. And when they play well, the quarterback can't wait to feed them afterwards.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. To throw on 2nd down is gone. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. Partner, your thoughts on this D-line?
I love a unit that can control the run and get after the passer. This is an all-around terrific defensive front. Hard to move the ball against them on the ground, and then when you want to throw it, look out. Here they come after the quarterback.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. From the gun, here's Goff. And he goes down it's a Patriots sack. Derek Rivers in there to drop him for a loss of 10. And it'll be 4th and long. And, partner, it's safe to say that the secondary really contributed to that sack.
Yeah, nickel set, 5 defensive backs. They covered everything. Nowhere to go with the football. But my question is, why didn't he throw it away?
So on 4th down, here's Johnny Hecker to punt it away. Back deep is Philip Dorsett. This is taken at the 23. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Patriots take over. And here now the offense heading back out there. And they'll be looking to make this a 2-score advantage. Had the touchdown on the first drive, Charles. Hey, they can get up 2 scores here on the road. That's a heck of a start.
And not only have they thought about it, I wonder if they visualized it. I remember playing and they used to turn the lights out in our meeting room and run through a situation like this and say, just think about what it would be like to be up on the road and take the crowd out of it. Maybe they did some of that.
Brady and the Patriots now 1st and 10 at their 38.
White 20! White 20!
They'll start the drive with a give to White. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Brady going to give this one to Burkhead. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
On 2nd down, here's Brady. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's got this down to the 35. That'll be a New England 1st down and gain of 12.
As a passer, you're always trying to find that open window to throw the ball downfield. How about this one? Right in the middle of the field, right in the heart of a defense.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. On 1st down, Brady. Oh, some strong running. Left side, caught by Matthews. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 12 yards on back-to-back plays there, and that's another 1st down. Brady now 6 of 10 in this 1st half. He's got his guys a 1st down here. Throwing on 1st down is Brady. Over the middle, that's caught by Hogan. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion.
Nothing fancy on 1st down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule. Again, it's Brady. And Gronkowski's got it, complete over the middle. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Brady to Gronkowski, cover athlete to cover athlete for a Patriot 1st down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Brady's got his guys 1st and 10, and he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. They'll run now with Burkhead, and they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Brady to throw on 2nd down. This is caught. Gronkowski. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
Well, they were unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Eighth play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on 3rd down. Shotgun now for Brady. To the sideline. Wow, what a catch. Doesn't get a lot out of it, but he is able to keep the feet in bounds. They'll get a couple yards on that one, and that'll bring up 4th down. A really nice catch, but bottom line, that should have gone for more yardage.
Give him a pass in the flat that allows him to get upfield. There's plenty of distance between him and all the defenders. Actually cost himself some yardage there. Yeah, they got the completion, but it could have been so much more.
And Gostkowski's kick is good. And the lead moves to 10-zip. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
Gostkowski now converted for 3. Now he'll kick this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Goff will lead the Rams up here 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Goff now looking to throw. Looking deep downfield. So they took a shot on 1st down but couldn't connect.
Well, they certainly didn't waste any time throwing some deep passes here. But the defense, it wasn't unexpected. They told their secondary, be ready. You're going to be tested all night by this team.
Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. And now some motion before the snap. And this will be our first penalty of the night's proceedings.
False start, offense.
That's going to set him back 5 yards.
Still 2nd down.
And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. Second down and long. Following the penalty, it's Gurley. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. He lost 2 there, and it's third down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on third and long. A shotgun snap for Goff. And the open receiver, it's Robert Woods. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 18 yards on his first catch of the game. It's a first down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. On first down, it's Gurley. So 1 quarter down here in the Super Bowl. 10-zip our score. We'll return after this message. You're watching the NFL, and it's right here on EA Sports. Back live now to begin the second quarter with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin. It's the Rams with a football to get us going. They've got a 2nd down and 8 to start things out. They go play action with Gurley. Now Goff. He'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. It's the first catch of the game for Kupp, and he's got a first down.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you're throwing so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Now Goff will hand this one to Gurley. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
With the struggles we're seeing up front for the offense today, they've got to think about changing up their play calling. Some screens, some draws, some quick-hitting plays in order to try and supplement the run game. You don't totally abandon it, but you try and give it a little bit of help.
On 2nd down, here's Goff. Working the middle here, that's complete to Everett, the tight end. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball. An extra corner on the field for New England here on 3rd down.
Yeah, another DB. Out of the gun, Goff. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. First down, L.A. Goff finding Higbee.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
And they're right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now Goff on 1st down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10. Now on 2nd down, this is Gurley. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Give him 4 on the ground there. They're now left with 3rd and 6.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Goff going to throw deep for the end zone. So they took a shot there on 3rd down, couldn't get it. Now it's 4th.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
So on 4th down, here comes Greg Zuerlein to try and get 3 for the Rams. Spotted at the left hash, this from 45. And Zuerlein's kick is good. And they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3. A dozen plays on that drive that ends with the field goal.
Let's go ahead and break out some of the old chestnuts here, right, partner? Keep the ball in front, rally to it, and make the tackle, right? No big plays given up, no balls over your head. Bend, don't break.
Hold on. Chestnuts?
You like
Come
that
on.
one?
What does that mean, break out? That just because you break chestnuts?
I'm not sure about that, but I'm just going with why they said that. I have no idea.
After the made field goal, Zuerlein back out there now to send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. Now the Patriots gearing up to go now. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him in contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that. Super toe.
So Brady and the Pats take over 1st and 10 at about the 32. The drive starts with a run by White. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field.
Illegal block in the back. Offense.
So a decent gain, but
Still
all for
first
naught
down.
on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. Now a play fake here on 1st down. On the crossing route, that's caught. Julian Edelman. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. He got 29 yards that time.
The former 7th-round pick, Julian Edelman, just continues to have such a productive career.
And has made himself into a receiver. Remember, he was a college quarterback, and not just a productive one, a very good one.
At Kent State, right?
Yes, a great leader, a guy who could make plays with his feet and his arm. Got to the NFL and had to convert into being a receiver and was drafted that way. And that conversion, oh boy, it's been good.
Brady, 11 of 15 through the air. Here's 1st and 10.
Like 20.
They'll run. This is Burkhead. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
Now Burkhead, and he'll go down at the 28. Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed, as that's going to move the chains.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the 1st down. They love being physical.
On the run, it's Burkhead. And he'll get this one down to about the 27. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now they'll throw with Brady. Incomplete. Matthews unable to hang on, and that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
Whenever I see an in-route dropped, as we just saw on that play, I'm always thinking that in the back of their mind, they're worried about what's coming at them because they're going towards traffic on that route as opposed to being away from it and maybe having a little bit more space.
New England on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9.
Like 20. Like 20. Out.
From the gun, it's Brady. And he will find his man. That's Hogan, complete. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Like 20. Like 20. Yeah.
Working from the gun, it's Brady. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry. Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of, otherwise he was going to get sacked.
They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now.
Like 20. 390.
Again, they'll throw with Brady. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. Philip Dorsett, the intended receiver, and that'll make it 3rd down.
All right, Captain, it's batten down the hatches time defensively. Dodged 2 pass attempts to the end zone. Now what do you think they're going to try and dial up on 3rd and goal?
Well, knowing them and knowing what we just seen, I think they're throwing it again, don't you?
I think you have to. I think in this situation, you kind of run out of your running plays, fire another one into the end zone.
2 incompletions haven't moved him any closer. And likely throwing again, you'd have to think on 3rd and goal here. Brady to throw again. Has a man, and it's Edelman for the Patriot touchdown. Julian Edelman from 6 yards away. And the Patriots add on to their lead. Well, that's about as quick of a passing touchdown as you'll ever see right there.
Everyone has a section in their playbook called the quick game. That was a super quick game. Out of the hands of the thrower, bam, right to the receiver, successfully for a touchdown.
How in-depth is that quick game part of the playbook?
It's pretty in-depth because people want the ball in the hands of the quarterback into the playmaker's hands downfield as fast as possible. There are a lot of plays, a lot of options involved with that.
Extra point good by Gostkowski. And the lead is now 17-3. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. And it ends with a New England touchdown. Gostkowski now out to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And the Rams getting set to go now. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. Goff will lead the Rams up here 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll try and start the drive with Gurley. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Here's Goff now on 2nd down. Over the middle, that's hauled in by Kupp. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. A Ram first down as Goff finds Kupp.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
They go play action here on 1st down. Throw right side is into the hands of his tight end, Everett. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. That's 30 yards now in the last 2 plays, back-to-back 15-yarders, and they're rolling.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Goff turns and gives to Gurley. And he'll bring this one inside the 35. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled them up throughout the game because that was his longest run of this contest.
for Gurley. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
We just saw another example of how the defense is winning this game. Really at the point of attack, the offensive line is just getting pushed around. I think now as a play caller, you got to give them a little bit of help. Maybe you keep your tight ends a little bit more. Maybe the running backs help you a little bit with the pass blocking. But you've got to help them get some confidence because you can't abandon the play calling right now.
The Rams on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. From the gun, here's Goff. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up. Keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. And Zerline's kick is good. And a second field goal here gets him back within 11 now. It's 17-6. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted. But I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. After the made field goal, Zerline back out there now to send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. So the Patriots coming out now. They have to be pleased with the way that they moved the football thus far.
And why wouldn't they be? 2 touchdowns on a field goal in their first 3 possessions. They're playing so well right now, the field goal probably feels like a disappointment.
Brady and the Patriots now 1st and 10 at their own 24. Here's Brady. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. Gronkowski, the intended target. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Sometimes the coverage is so good, no matter what you're doing on offense, you just can't shake anyone free. They try their best to find someone open, but they took away every passing alley, every angle, and shut the play down.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. And they'll go on the ground. Nowhere to go that time. Might have gotten a yard up to the 25.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Foreseeing completion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
20!
A play fake for Burkhead. Now Brady. 1:59 to go in the first half. We'll come back on Super Bowl Sunday after this. A reminder, coming up at intermission, we'll get highlights of this Super Bowl from Jonathan Coachman and the crew in Orlando for our EA Sports halftime report. On 4th down, on now is the lefty Ryan Allen to punt. Back deep, the dangerous Pharaoh Cooper. They'll look to set up his blockers. We'll call that a 49-yard punt, but a net of just 39 following the 10-yard return. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. getting set to go again here. Robert Woods marches back onto the field. You would have to think they're going to make it more of a priority to get him the football. You're losing here in the second quarter, and he's been really quiet.
I think all we have to do, and it's too bad we can't actually see the actual play sheet now from the coordinator, because he's looking down at that and saying, okay, do I put him in different spots? Do I try and isolate him? What routes do I run? You're exactly right. They've got to get the ball in his hands and get their offense kick-started.
He does have the 2 catches, but pretty quiet so far. Back to throw. Goff. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. Touchdown, L.A. Brandon Cooks, 67 yards. And the Rams strike quickly here for 6 points.
I think if you polled defensive backs, they would say the corner route, take that out, make it illegal, because that is so hard to recognize and so hard to adjust, because your first move is to not get beat in the middle of the field, and that's how they move you first before they break off to the corner.
But then as the wide receiver, great job. It's tough to turn those upfield and go, but he did a great job with it there.
Really good balance, really good body control, and how about the end result? A touchdown.
Now Greg Zuerlein on for the extra point. Zuerlein good with a PAT, and that'll make it 17-13. And they're able to get the connection on the long touchdown pass, and that's one of the easiest drive summaries you'll ever see. One play, touchdown. Zuerlein out now to kick this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Here comes Tom Brady and the Patriot offense back onto the field. And he's been good. 2 first-half touchdown passes, no interceptions so far.
Does a lot for your confidence. Does a great deal for your team. Gives them a lead, and they're feeling really good about how they're playing. I think he expects to throw at least another one.
I was going to say, now he wants the first-half hat trick, doesn't he?
Oh, without a doubt. Go ahead and fling him on the field, folks. He wants that type of celebration.
Brady now on first down. And incomplete on the deep ball. Gronkowski, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up second down. But not to get too overcritical there, because he knows what he's doing, but his shoulders looked a little off kilter there when he threw that.
I don't think you're being overly critical there. You're just analyzing it, and he gets those shoulders right. That pass will go from incomplete to complete.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Brady again here on 2nd and 10. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here, because they did incompletions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock, because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the 1st down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Here's a carry now for Mike Gillislee. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. And now the Rams are going to halt things as they want a timeout, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. All right, so the timeout over, and all 11 men back out onto the field for the defense. Here's Ryan Allen now as he'll punt it away for the second time. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Taken in at the 22. Oh, and now he bowls him over. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Jared Goff and the Rams headed back onto the field. Been a decent start for him here in this first half, but they're losing. And I think as the captain of the offense, you probably always feel like you need to do more in that situation.
The best have always felt that way, and they won't settle for anything less. So right now his goal is to increase what he's doing on the field, try to make sure his teammates come along with him, and he feels like if I do better, everyone will do better. And that's what we're seeing from him right now. Got to have a little extra determination.
Yeah, a little extra determination. He has thrown the touchdown pass. No interceptions for him personally to this point. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. He was looking for Todd Gurley, and it's second down.
So it looked like maybe his third or his fourth read on his progression. Just trying to find his outlet man that time. Ends up leading him just a bit too much.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Now it's gone. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It's way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
The Rams on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. Here's Goff. The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes. Now we're going to get a timeout here called by the Patriots, as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. So the defense had a chance to catch their breath, and now they're back out and ready. Here's Johnny Hacker now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Here's Dorsett. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And that will come the offense as they take over. Tom Brady leads the offense out for their next possession. They've got the lead. He's a big reason why. Looking sharp so far.
And as we travel around the league, we see quarterbacks get it done in a variety of ways. But today's NFL does tell us one thing. If that guy doesn't play well, their team's not going to win. And right now he's got his team in the lead.
And now they'll look to extend that lead. Brady now on 1st down. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. So he can't hang on. And as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know. But you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
Again from the 20 after the incompletion. Here's 2nd and 10. Brady will try again on 2nd down. And Matthews over the middle with the grab. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. So the offense took the timeout. Looks like they're ready to go as we get set to resume the action. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. On 1st and 10, here's Brady. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. Well, you think he loved the protection he had there all kinds of time.
And you're so right. How could you not love that? Great protection. The big guys up front really locked in on it. No one gets near the quarterback. He's got all the time in the world to survey the field and deliver for a first down.
And the big boys up front, a big reason why they're also winning, too.
Offense.
And welcome back, the offensive unit. They took the timeout, and now they get set to line up as we resume action. Throwing on first down is Brady. Wide open, Gronkowski. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 19 on the last play, 19 more here, and another first down. And he quickly clocks it, and they're going to have a good shot at getting 3 here before the break. So on second down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. Made his first. This now from 46 yards away. And Gostkowski's kick is good. And that'll make this a 7-point game. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
Gostkowski now converted for 3. Now he'll kick this one away. On the return, it's Pharaoh Cooper. So we've come upon halftime in the big one, the Super Bowl. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. What a season this has been. Hard to believe it ends tonight, as we'll get back to you guys for the second half of this Super Bowl in just a moment. It's been a tremendous season of football, but it's not over yet. One half remains to decide who will stand on the podium with the Vince Lombardi Trophy. And to call the second half, here are Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. These two teams sat through a longer than usual 30-minute wait, but we're back in action here in this Super Bowl. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Now the Rams offense, they work their way back on the field. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors. But overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. Goff will lead the Rams up here 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. The third quarter starts with a run by Gurley. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Another carry now for Gurley. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give him a new set of downs.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. On the handoff, it's Gurley. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
They'll run here with John Kelly, and he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. They'll wind up losing 3, and now it's 3rd down. And yet again, this run game just continues to be completely shut off.
Completely stymied. I mean, they're trying to get some consistency, trying to find places to roam. They just haven't been there throughout this game.
Couple of plays sent them the wrong way, and now they face a 3rd and 14. A shotgun snap for Goff. It's caught left side by Cooks. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 14, but they're still a little bit short as it brings up 4th.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job here of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. The Patriots offensive unit. They'll have it first here to begin the 3rd quarter. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Yeah, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. On 1st down, Brady. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And now he spins free. And all the way to the 25 before he's hit and dropped. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones at a 1st down.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
And they'll go with a ground attack here. He'll be tackled shy of the 35. Shifty footwork gets him a little extra on the play. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. They'll run it now out of the gun. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on 2nd down and short. What do I like to say?
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, it didn't go their way, did it?
Now, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. New England on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 4. To throw is Brady. This is White on the screen. 23 yards on the play.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a 1st down.
So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45. Throwing on 1st down. Brady. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off near the 34. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
Well, there definitely was some juice on that pass. And while tight ends don't always have the same reputation for hands as wide receivers do, in this case, that ball was expected to be caught.
Getting set to go again here, Robert Woods marches back onto the field. He's hoping to take what has been a good game here and make it a great game. So far, solid, and we're still in the 3rd quarter.
And there's nothing wrong with solid. You want to be that. You want to be reliable. You want to be a guy that puts your team in a position to have a chance to win. And that's what we're seeing from him. And there's also that added element that maybe it can become a little bit more as this game goes on.
He'll try to make it more here on this drive. Goff will lead the Rams up here 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. After the interception, here's Goff. Dumps it off to Gurley. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a 1st down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Goff now 11 of 16 through the air. It's 1st and 10. They run. It's Gurley. And he'll take it across the 50 and into New England territory. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
On 2nd down, here's Goff. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
Well, from an offense's perspective, that sure was pretty because the corner route is extremely difficult to defend from my perspective.
What we just saw there, is that sort of the evolution of the tight end position?
Yeah, I think it is because more and more, tight ends are being treated like wide receivers. These are some agile players who can make a play in any spot on the field.
Now a give running left for Gurley. He's to the 10. And he'll finally be taken down at the 2-yard line. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
Yeah, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Out of the gun. Goff. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. In for the score. And the Rams are an extra point away from tying up this football game. And he just did get those feet in there on the side of the end zone. Well done.
Probably the exact size foot necessary because I think if he had another half size, that catch doesn't count. And he's able to get it in, and it counts for a touchdown.
Zerline now for the PAT. Zerline connects on the extra point, and that will tie things at 20 all. So that drive spanned 5 plays, and the result for the Rams, a touchdown. So all square here in this 3rd quarter as the kick's away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here comes Tom Brady and the Patriot offense back onto the field. And it was his interception on the last drive that wound up leading to a game-tying touchdown.
And somehow you can make this a positive, though. You know why? Game tied now, so you're not protecting a lead, so you're not playing that way. You got to go get the lead again, so maybe it loosens him up a little bit and allows him to go ahead and be a little more free in his play.
So Brady and the Pats take over 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. Some fancy footwork, but not much room to operate. Just up past the 25 and no further. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. The throw left side complete to Hogan. And they're able to get this one across the 35. And the quick slant gets exactly 10, and by the nose of the football, they've got a 1st down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
20. Line 20.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Solid move, but he's corralled just beyond the 40. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
And they'll run it here. He juked him, and he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That'll be a New England first down, a gain of 12.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 46.
Like 20. Like 20.
Delay of game, offense.
So that'll back him up 5.
Still first down.
Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15.
Like 20.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Takes to midfield, but no further. Just a yard there.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
From midfield, here's Brady. Oh, did he hang on to it? He did on the dive. Nice grab. Give him 15 yards on that one, and New England has a first down.
When the spotlight is at its brightest, and let's face it, it's the Super Bowl, those types of plays come out, don't they?
Absolutely. A big-time catch on the biggest of stages.
Do you think that that one's going to live on? We're going to see this for a long time.
Definitely going to live on forever with him, that's for sure.
No doubt.
Brady now. 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Working from the gun, it's Brady. Over the middle, that's caught by Hogan. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. Brady now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10. Now Brady. And Matthews has it right side. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. It's another 10 yards on that one and another first down. Well, this is how you shape the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
20.
Again, it's Brady. He finds his target. It's Matthews. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll make it 3rd and 1. A pass for negative yardage, obviously no good. Maybe he shouldn't have thrown it, or maybe he shouldn't have caught it.
And I think we were seeing it at the same time, weren't we? Maybe you let that one go, right? Because you can see the lost yardage about to develop. But that goes against every instinct of a receiver. They're taught to catch everything. So it's really hard to be mad at him and yell at him for trying to make that play.
A field goal would get them the lead, but that's not what they're shooting for as they come up on 3rd down.
220.
On 3rd down. That's White. And he's going to be stopped here for no gain. And that's going to take us to the end of the 3rd quarter of play. 1 quarter remains here in the Super Bowl. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. All even as we get ready to start the 4th. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This to break our 4th quarter tie. And Gostkowski's kick is good. And that will break our tie and give them a 3-point lead. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
Gostkowski now converted for 3. Now he'll kick this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. Todd Gurley and the offense, they get set and trot back out there now. And the numbers show the improvement, and this is kind of what we thought we would expect to see from him. I know we overanalyze these things sometimes, but what switch? What's flipped that switch?
Sometimes I think when you're as great as he is, you just kind of roll out each game and expect good things to happen. And that's not always the case. Those guys on the other side of the ball, they're in the NFL too for a reason. So maybe at halftime he gets a chance to regroup, kind of get it back together, get a little extra resolve, and now he's putting it into practice.
Now Goff on 1st down. And his pass incomplete. Robert Woods, the intended receiver that time. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Okay, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, 4th quarter. Maybe you do start to watch as the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game. 2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. 2nd and 10. Goff again. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. A good pick up there, 20 yards. Goff now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Goff. Keeps himself, but he can't get away forever, and down he goes. Adrian Claymore in there to drop it for his 2nd sack now here tonight.
How about that, partner? His 2nd sack of the game, and that puts him in some pretty good company. 17 guys have had 2 sacks in the previous 52 Super Bowls, but only 3 have had the record number of 3 sacks in this game.
And we've got the list here. If he gets another one and everyone behaves nicely, we might just list those out for him. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Now Goff. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
Let's not quibble about the game there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
The Rams on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is 3rd down and 12. Here's Goff. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check-down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, hoping he can break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get it to that big frame and hope he can scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
Here's Johnny Hacker now. He's been terrific so far. The Patriots offense now. They worked their way back onto the field. And they had a long drive last time, but they had to settle for a field goal. And I'm sure that's how it felt to them, settling. They probably should have gotten in the end zone.
Yeah, not out-and-out joy, right? Because that's what you get when you put the ball in the end zone. But there are benefits to that type of a long drive. Your defense gets a chance to take a break, adjust a little bit, maybe get themselves ready to get back out on the field and play a little bit better. So they'll take the benefit even though they wanted the 6 points.
And maybe wore down the other defense. We'll see.
20!
Brady now on 1st down. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion.
I got the sense that the defense created a little momentum for him there, didn't they?
Did their job, forced the punt. Now, nice start to the drive. Offense has to do their part.
Yeah, they certainly do, but what a great start for them. They got to go thank the guys on D.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Now Brady. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this 2nd half. Instead, it's 3rd down.
I think he's taking an awful chance with the football right there. You've got to lead, you've got to protect it, and he's taking chances putting it out there in a little bit of jeopardy.
Especially in a spot like this, 4th quarter, as you said, trying to cling to that advantage.
Yeah, that one probably should have been picked, huh?
Like 20! Like 20!
Brady to throw on 3rd and 1. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Perhaps they overthought this one a little bit. They've been running it real well on this drive, and it was 3rd and short, okay? They decided to throw the football incomplete. Yeah, they might have thought just a little bit too hard about that play selection.
Here's Ryan Allen now, standing just outside his own goal line. And taken right at the 35. It's a 45-yard punt, just a 1-yard return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Goff will lead the Rams up here, 1st and 10 at their own 37. Now it's gone. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. The completion good for 3, and it's second down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Goff now looking to throw. And they'll set up the screen to Gurley. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. Now that screen there on 2nd down certainly didn't develop how they had hoped. Is that one they should have even tried, or is that one the quarterback sticks in his pocket?
I think the latter. I like what you said there, because trying is one thing. We can second guess just about every call. But in this case, when you realize that it's broken down, just throw it at the feet of your intended receiver so that no one can pick it off, right? You don't have the ball tipped up in the air, and you come back and try and pick up the first down on 3rd down. That way you don't lose any yardage.
Throwing on 3rd. Goff. And that is incomplete.
I think you put just a little bit too much heat on that one. When you throw it to the outside, you do have to be careful because you got to keep it away from the defender, but you also have to give your own guy a chance too.
Here's Johnny Hacker now as he'll come on for his 5th kick of the night. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And a nice job here to down this one right on the 5-yard line. And now out come the Patriots. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
And on the ground they go with a running back. And he'll find a little space. He gets this up near the 10. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Well, Brandon, pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back at New Paltz, Mrs. Bythema Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
I am speechless. I am without speech. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key 3rd down. Highlight that word. Put it in bold. Here we go. New England on 3rd down. They've hit on half of them. 5 for 10. This is 3rd and 7. Shotgun now for Brady. Goes underneath here to White. And he'll lose yardage and be down at the 7-yard line. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. I hate to surrender the football when you're nursing a slim lead, but they're going to have to punt it away. Trust that defense.
It's the right play at this stage of the game as well. You don't need to press it here because you do have that little bit of a cushion, and you count on your D to make it stand up.
Here's Ryan Allen now as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. That's taken inside his own 40. 12 yards on the return that time. And the Rams are going to start this drive in great field position as they take over. So now here are the Rams as their offense comes back out. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with a game this close, You've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Now a play fake here on first down. Going up top for Kupp. It's caught inside the 25. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A really good pickup of 28 yards. They'll run it now out of the gun. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Now a draw as Goff gives to Gurley. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 5 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it third down.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
The Rams on third down. They're hitting at just 30%, 3 for 10. Here it's 3rd and 2. A shotgun snap for Goff. And that is, I think he caught it. He did, but they'll say out of bounds. It'll be incomplete.
Illegal touching. Offense.
So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. So on now is Greg Zuerlein in a pressure situation. And Zuerlein's kick is good. And in the fourth quarter, this game is tied. Well, you talk about clutch. That one was right down Broadway, and this game's all even here in the fourth.
Yeah, he didn't leave any doubt, did he? Good snap, good hold, dead center. Almost like a big-time golfer in a major, firing at a pin from the fairway, trying to win the tournament going down the stretch.
Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild fourth quarter. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Now the Patriot offense set to take over again. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, do you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
Brady and the Patriots now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Throwing on first down is Brady. Quickly to Gronkowski. That's caught. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first.
It is hard in zone coverage to stop a curl route because when they see it, They just try and find the open spot and sit down.
Yeah, we always talk about finding the soft spot in the zone. What's the key to doing that? How do you do it?
You have to read what the coverage is. Is it 2 deep? Is it 3 deep? Because then you know where the linebackers are going to drop, what spots on the field they naturally get to, and you find that open space, and then you're in sync with your quarterback. He should be reading the exact same thing, and they put the ball right on you.
The throw on second down by Brady is incomplete. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down. This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. To throw is Brady. And incomplete as the screen there unsuccessful. So now 4th down coming up.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. Here's Ryan Allen now as he's on to punt for New England. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Goff will lead the Rams up here 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. Now it's Goff off the bootleg. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Yet another carry here tonight for Gurley. Gets this to the 24 for a gain of 4.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Goff now looks to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Now the ball comes loose, and the Patriots have it.
Well, so much for the 4-minute offense. They were trying to reduce the clock, get in position to win the game, and leave no time for them to come back and catch them. And guess what? They turned the ball over. Yeah, I mean, they had it all set up for themselves, and they let it get away.
The Patriot offense now set to come back out onto the field. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now after the fumble recovery, it's Brady. He's going to lead this for his running back. It's complete. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. 14 yards is the pickup there and a New England 1st down. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
20! By 20!
Delay of game, offense.
And that'll set them back 5.
Still first down.
The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15. To throw, it's Brady. Looking middle, it's caught by Gronkowski. The Patriot passing game is rolling. They've got another first down. Time for a break. We're back to perhaps crown a champion after this. So the Patriots with a football as we get you reset. They've got it 1st and goal, looking to take the lead here in the late going. A field goal could get them the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal. Here's Gillisley. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. He'll get 6 on the ground there, and it'll be 2nd and goal coming up. We've had some wild Super Bowl finishes recently. 49 in Arizona, 51 in Houston, now this one. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. They'll give it to him up the middle. And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. And now the Rams are going to halt things as they want a timeout, as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. And now following that timeout, the defense back out onto the field. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. They'll try and pound it in with Burkhead. And this will result in him losing yardage back to the 3. And the Rams are going to go ahead and take another timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So a defensive timeout, chance to regather, regroup, and get set as we resume action. A big spot now for Stephen Gostkowski. This for the lead in the final stages. And Gostkowski's kick is good. And with a little over a minute to play, they have taken the lead. Big kick right there to give them the lead in the 4th, but there is still time left for a final drive.
Did they score too soon? Post-game will tell us, right? Depending on what happens on this drive, that's how we'll analyze it. If the other team scores, they scored too soon. If they somehow hold on, they've managed the clock exactly right.
Gostkowski now converted for 3. Now he'll kick this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
Yeah, they practice this all the time,
they practice it all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love this situation. They think they can go ahead and get it done.
They practiced it. We'll see if practice makes perfect. He's back to throw. Dumps it off to Gurley. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and that'll make it 2nd down. Back to throw. Throw left side, complete to Cup. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. They'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw. Deep depth. He's got it at the 15. Touchdown, LA. Todd Gurley with time running out. And the Rams have taken the lead here in the 4th. Might be seeing that one on the highlight shows tonight. The home run ball here in the 4th quarter to take the lead.
There's nothing like being aggressive, preaching that to your team, and then following through. All the way through. Go ahead and throw one more up there. Why not?
Been a great game, and we are not done yet. Now Zerline on to add the extra point. Zerline good with a PAT, and that will make this a 4-point game. Just a 4-play drive that time. And it winds up with a touchdown for Los Angeles. Zerline out now to kick this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. One possession game. Time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive because this is a pressure situation. But this is Friday practice every week of the season. You go over this situation, having to go downfield, limited timeouts, got to get out of bounds and keep the drive going and set yourself up. Defensively, you can't just lay back and let them do whatever they want. So it is a cat and mouse deal here. How much pressure will the defense bring?
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. So we're back in the offense getting set following the call of that timeout. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And he can't corral it. That would have wrapped it up if he'd been able to hold on. Instead, it brings up 3rd down. That would have been a tough catch, but in this 2-minute drill, those are the ones you really hope your guys come up with.
Yeah, you don't want your guy to be able to take the out because it was a tough catch. You needed him to come up with that one, because if he does, it alters the perspective of this 2-minute drill, doesn't it?
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. He'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield, and nearly intercepted there. That would have been ball game if he had clinched it and caught it. Instead, it gives him one more chance here on 4th down.
There's definitely contact there, but it's the 4th quarter of a kind of tight game, and sometimes the officials just say let them play. Kind of like your mom used to, you and your brothers, just take the broom to you and send you out to the backyard and tell you to settle it yourselves.
I like that, yeah. There was contact. I don't know, like you said, enough to warrant the flag. It was close, though. What a Super Bowl this has been, and the biggest play comes now. It's 4th down. Now Brady got to have this one. He's going to let it fly. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and that may write a finish to this Super Bowl. So the defense asked to stay out and get one more stop. They were able to do it, forcing the incompletion.
So on their record, that goes down as a successful play. Doesn't matter how they got there, how it happened. They got it done. They're the ones that are jubilant.
Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them. The Rams have won the Super Bowl, and they will get the Lombardi Trophy. And their remarkable season ends in the most remarkable of ways. They get to put next to their name, Super Bowl champion.
And they can't ever take that away, can they?
Nope.
That lasts forever. So good to see the emotion when it's all said and done. You see the hugs. You see the guys sharing, the collective happiness. Makes me want to carry you around a little bit on my shoulders to celebrate the triumph. And congratulations to them. A fantastic season.
And they are the Super Bowl champs. The Lombardi Trophy is theirs, and so are bragging rights for an entire season. What a season it has been. Feels like we have been there every step of the way. Our entire crew doing a wonderful job. Thanks to my broadcast partner, Charles Davis. For all those guys, I'm Brandon Gaudin signing off. We'll talk to you next season right here on EA Sports.